Welcome to part 2 in this 2-part video series where I'm going to show you how to wholesale land, not houses. I'm talking about wholesaling single-family residential buildable lots to new construction investors. It's actually in a lot of ways a lot easier than houses and maybe a huge opportunity right under your nose. And in this video, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to show you. Coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Quick Start Kit with everything you need to flip your first house in 30 days or less. Download it now at myquickstartkit.com.
If you're new here to this channel, I'm Jerry Norton with FlippingMastery.com, and this channel is all about ways to help you make money wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. And in case you missed video 1, there is a specialty niche in real estate investing known as spec building, where you buy a vacant buildable lot in a desirable area and then build a new construction home and then flip it or sell it to a retail buyer for a profit. This is a strategy I've been doing for years. In fact, today I spec build and flip multi-million-dollar homes. Learning how to flip new construction is an amazing, extremely lucrative strategy once you learn how, but that's not the opportunity I'm sharing with you on this video series. This video series is all about how to wholesale buildable lots to other spec builders in your local market. In fact, I have systems and capital in place to build and flip new homes in any market in the US, and I'm looking for good buildable lots where I can build and flip new construction. Now, if you'd like to learn how you can get paid to bring me buildable lots that meet my criteria, then I want to invite you to a free training where you can learn how to be a lot finder for me. I'll put a link to register for that free training in the description box below. You do need to be a member of my Lot Finder program, so if you'd like to get paid to find vacant buildable lots for me, be sure to check out that free training. On video 1, I broke down how to identify where the opportunities are in your market and how to find out what these investors will pay for lots so that you know how to determine your buy criteria and where to farm for leads. By the way, if you missed video 1, be sure to watch that first. I'll put the link to that video in the description box below for you. Assuming you follow what I taught you in video 1 and you get out there and you find a buildable lot and you get the contract, how do you find a buyer for your deal that you can wholesale it to? That's what this video is all about. Remember, the better you understand your ideal buyer, the easier it is to wholesale to him or her. And the ideal buyer for a vacant buildable lot in any given area is a spec investor who recently flipped a new construction house in that same area. There could not be a better buyer than that. All flippers love to do repeat deals in the same neighborhoods where they've already successfully done deals. So once you get a contract with a seller on a land deal, step 1 is to research and find all of the spec investors in that neighborhood. Let me show you how using redfin.com. Let's use Austin, Texas again as our case study market. So if I go to Redfin Austin, it's showing as of this video that there are currently almost 2,500 homes for sale in the greater Austin market. So the first thing we need to do is add a filter so we're just looking at new construction. If I click more filters, then click house for property type for now, then scroll down and for the filter year built, put 1 year earlier than the current year. I'm going to use 2019 for this video, and as of now there are 420 active homes for sale as of this recording that were built in 2019. These are probably all spec investors because a homeowner doesn't build a custom home and then sell it in the same year. That means right here is a list of 420 spec investors that flip new construction. Your goal is to get all 420 of these investors on your land cash buyer list. But like I said earlier, the ideal buyer for your deal is a spec builder that recently did a deal in the same neighborhood. So looking at our map again, Redfin grouped these 420 homes into these groups or pockets. So if I hover my mouse over one of these blue dots, it will highlight that area. So this area has 20 new construction homes for sale right now. This pocket over here has 32, and this one has 62. So let's say that you have a contract on a buildable lot right here in this cluster of 62. If I click on that blue dot, it will zoom in on those comps. Now this is your best list of cash buyers. Why? Because these are all spec investors who bought a lot, built a house, and now have it up for sale to flip in the same neighborhood as your lot deal you have under contract. One or more of them is most likely looking for another deal to get started on and may be interested in your deal since it's in their neighborhood. There are two ways that you can contact these investors to see if they're interested in your deal. You can make a list of all of these addresses right here on Redfin and then look up who the owners are and get their phone numbers using a skip tracing service. Now I'll put a link in the description to a company I recommend. The second way is even faster, and that is to look right on the listing for the listing agent that has that listing and call him or her and tell them that you have a vacant lot that their client may be interested in. You could offer to pay them if their investor buys your lot, but in most cases, it's not necessary because they are eager to bring value to their client, and that means they'll get another new construction house to sell. Let me show you real quick how to do this. Let's click on this house right here that's for sale for $1 million. Once I open up the listing, let me first show you what not to do. Don't click on any of these agent advertisements like this one. Rebecca Pletz is not the listing agent. This is a paid ad, so don't click on that. Sometimes it's not real prominent, but it's always here. Here it is. This property is listed for sale by Bristol Special with JP and Associates Realtors, but you can see that there isn't a phone number, so let's Google her, and there we go. Here's her phone number. Now I did another video where I actually get on the phone and call these agents so you can see what I say and what that looks like. I'll put a link in the description box so you can watch that video later. So contacting the listing agent that represents the new construction flipper is your fastest way to connect with them about your deal. But keep in mind, these are just the active new construction homes for sale. There's another list of cash buyers that have recently sold new construction homes. Let's go back to Redfin and change the filter from for sale to sold and go back 1 year. So you can see that in that same area, there were 84 new construction flips during the past year. That means in addition to the 62 active new construction flippers we just looked at, we also now have 84 that already successfully sold their new construction flips. With this list, we do the same thing and we make a list of the addresses, research what they paid for their lots, and either skip trace them and call them or look up the listing agents and call them. That is exactly what Lindo did, who found me this land deal. He got the contract from the owner for $935,000, and then he researched 40 new construction flippers that sold homes in the past year in that area, and he started calling them. I happened to be the third one on his list that he called, and I agreed to buy his deal for $975,000, and he made a $40,000 wholesale fee, and it was literally that easy. Now there is one more list that I can get, and that is with sold vacant lots. If I go back to Redfin and I change the filter from houses to land, and I look at sold comps during the past year, there are 19 vacant lots that sold in this same area. These represent new construction flippers who bought a lot and are probably in the building process right now. So altogether, I just showed you how to find 165 new construction flippers, and that's just in this area on our map. Imagine if you looked at an even bigger area. Following what I taught you in video 1 and in this video 2, you really can become a specialized lot wholesaler. Now, if you learned something new in this video, hit that like button and leave a comment and let me know if you plan on wholesaling vacant lots. I'd love to hear from you, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel with hundreds of videos and new videos released every single week. This is the fastest growing channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping. And don't forget, it's not about the money, it's about having the time and freedom to have, be, do, and give everything God has in store for you. That's really what it's all about, and I'll see you on the next video.